Uber, baby.
Oh, you Ubered, huh? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Responsibility. Let's go.
Uber,
Responsibility,
nigga.
man.
Uber, baby.
Let's go, man. We
Uber.
with that. Responsible
I
drinkers.
never received a DUI or DWI in my life. Knock on motherfucking wood.
Oh yeah, me neither.
And yeah, it's just like, nigga, I'm gonna keep that streak alive, nigga.
Yo, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
What's the deal?
Welcome back. This is episode 17, Midcarders and Catering podcast. It's your guys. It's Ant.P. It's AJ.
Sir.
We back.
Yes. Woo, shit.
Man, what's happening, bro?
Tired in the bitch. It's been a long fucking week, dog. It's been a long 2 weeks, man. I'm gonna get my ass whooped these 2 weeks, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. I mean, between the regular day-to-day stuff and then this cold ass weather we've been getting, man. Yeah, they've been putting a belt on our ass lately. You feel me?
I'm kind of just looking at this shit like, and I be looking. I'm like, dog, why the fuck am I still here in Michigan, bro? It's like
I ask myself that shit every year,
like,
bro.
damn, man, like it's too fucking cold in this bitch, man. I can't keep dealing with this shit. But
listen,
they're here 35
shit
years,
Detroit people say, man.
Yeah, been here 35 years, dog. But it is what it is, man.
Shit, 35, bro. We going what? Let's see, we going on 36 in a minute. You know what I'm saying? You this month, me next month.
Man, yeah, we getting up there. Y'all see the gray hair in my head, nigga? All that gray hair and shit.
Yeah,
boy.
Hey, shit,
Yeah,
listen.
my shit look crazy, nigga.
I'm mad salt and peppery right
now. Somebody asked me, like, why don't you get it colored? I'm like, I'll do that shit.
I ain't coloring my shit. I'm still in my 30s. Why would I color my goddamn, like, I don't have them issues, man. We have fully intact hairlines.
Yeah.
In our mid 30s. You know what I'm saying? We got all our hair.
I
ain't coloring shit.
I ain't trying to go out like Meech Daddy.
Nah, man, definitely not. This nigga said Meech Daddy. yeah, man. I mean, like always, I gotta, I mean, I know you tapped into it a little bit, but how's your week overall?
I mean, you can say stressful. I told you off air what was going on and shit, man. Yeah. So, I'm going to the mental health gym tomorrow. So shout out to Inception. This will be my fourth time going. I haven't been in about 2 years, so I'm gonna go tomorrow. Get a brain reset, get an inner recharge, all type of shit, man. Get myself together. It's crazy because they was texting me. They said the flotation tanks are down right now because they're trying to fix the motors and shit. So they give me the first 2 of the brain reset, and they give me the 3 of the inner recharge. I'm getting a whole inner recharge circuit too. So I'm actually getting 2 for the price of 1 outside of that shit. So I'm like, cool. So I got to go there at 3:30 tomorrow. I'm gonna knock all that out, man. I was hoping to do it in the morning, but it is what it is. I got double booked and shit, so I'm gonna just go there tomorrow, 3:30, knock all that out. Come back, man, and get some other shit going. So, but other than that, man, music, a lot of music, a lot of other shit, man. Just been busy, motherfucker, boy.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And definitely shout out to you and shout out to I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, like, we are mental health advocates for sure. Like, and also whatever treatments, whatever resources you got out there, please take advantage of them if you are ever struggling, for sure. Like, talk to your homies. Me and Ant, we talk all the time about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, with just trying to decompress, try to like let out, all of these triggers and traumatic experiences. We try to just put them all on the table and just talk, just to try to make things a little bit lighter. To be honest, Ann is the person that referenced me to my first therapist, quiet as it is kept, and I'm always appreciative for him for that, because it definitely was life-changing for me, and it definitely taught me and helped me grow in different ways that I thought that were unimaginable at first. And definitely just keep trying, keep doing what you got to do. Like, it's not easy for everybody. you know, sometimes it's always just about taking that first step. So definitely do what you got to do to keep fighting. Don't give up.
All right.
And yeah. But for me, kind of like the same thing. For me this week, I won't say I was getting my ass kicked, but definitely just making my ways through it. Dealing with the different motions of everyday life. I do have a brighter thing. I don't know. It seems like the last few weeks, man, we've been doing a lot with Show Your Work Network.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to Larry. Shout out to Winston. Shout out to Youngin. Shout out to Nelson. Definitely shout out to them boys over there. Show Your Work Network. I hopped on for a little bit on this past week episode with them. I think episode 112. So I'm on 111 and 112, and shout out to everybody out there that listened to our watch along Royal Rumble.
There's great numbers on that.
Yeah, man. We did really good numbers on that. We had the audio, you know what I'm saying? We put the audio out, but Show Your Work Network's Patreon, that's where you can actually watch all of the video as it was taking place.
Y'all can see me promoting the Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Yeah. It was heavy promotions, heavy Mountain Dew talk, in a good way, on the pot, on the watch along and everything. We really had a ball, man. It was a lot of fun doing that, and with those guys. And shout out to them for just having such a great streamlined process for us. Like, there was no hiccups, there was no disconnections. The video feed was just perfect, man. I shout out to them boys. But it definitely won't be our last time doing a watch along. We kind of like in the early stages right now, talking about possibly doing a WrestleMania watch along. I don't know. See, I don't know if we're gonna do both nights. We may just do maybe night one, and then they do night two or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, do night two with some other people or whatever. But we definitely are in the early stages of talking about that. Also, shout out Reggae Boys Radio. Shout out to Josh and Trey. Shout out to Guessing from the Stands podcast. Shout out to Earl and his peoples. And yeah, man, definitely was a good time.
Yeah, no, I fucked with it, definitely. I mean, I showed up late, man. I was handling a bunch of rap nigga shit that time, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, but you still popped. You still made a way in there. Like, you was there. Like, when you came in, I can't remember when time you came. It was during
the women's Royal Rumble.
The women's, okay. Yeah. So you was in there. Man, you only missed the men's Rumble, the Pitch Black, and Bianca's match.
I came in that bitch fried too, boy. I tell you.
I mean, we was all gone. Yeah, we was. I got thrown over the top rope hella times, and I drank a whole bottle of champagne, bro. I was out of there.
Ooh, you tripping. I'll never do it, man.
I was out. Gone. I was gone, bro.
I'll drink. I had 3 127 proof old fashions.
Okay, yeah, you was tripping. How you get home?
Uber, baby.
Oh, you Ubered home. Okay. All right. Yeah. Responsibility. Let's go.
Uber, nigga. Man. Uber, baby.
Let's go, man. We with that.
Responsible drinkers. Never received a DUI or DWI in my life. Knock on motherfucking wood.
Oh yeah, me neither.
And it's just like, nigga, I'm gonna keep that streak alive, nigga.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yes. Safe drinking is the best drinking. But yeah, man. Yeah, you popped in, so you came into the Women's Rumble and you saw the main event, and then you saw, which we're gonna talk about in detail for sure.
The chaos.
Yeah, the chaos, and then you were there for the press conference too. So, like, yeah, we did pretty well. We did pretty well.
My nigga Cody's a salesman, dog. Listen, Cody's a salesman, bro.
Cody is in the right spot. He's exactly where he's supposed to be, bro. He's exactly where he's supposed to be.
He took a sip of that Pitch Black. This is outstanding. I'm like, oh, look at this motherfucker.
And then try to sell it like I haven't had sugar in 3 months. It's like, all right, Cody, man. Cody's a funny guy, but
oh man, he be having them tall tales like The Rock too, man. Sometimes, man.
Sometimes, but I give Cody a little. I give Cody a little more grace. I give him a little more grace.
Yeah.
But I guess we can just segue into like news, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
All right. So we got. I mean, this has been like. I mean, news has been all over the place, kind of like this week. So I guess I'll get into something that's pretty sort of kind of huge, and then we got like different segues this can go. But Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock reportedly turned down their match offers for WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood. How do we feel?
I mean, as far as The Rock is concerned, dog, it is what it is, man. Like, I don't think that man going back in the ring. I don't think that man going back in the ring, period. You know what I'm saying? He was saying something like he'll be ready for next year's WrestleMania, but it was like, bro, this is the perfect opportunity. Hollywood, you're one of Hollywood's biggest actors. You know, it's just right there. And then all of a sudden you can do it. I think he's gonna show up. I think he's still gonna show up somehow. It doesn't have to be a match, but he has to be there in some form of capacity, you know.
I don't think he's gonna be there at all, and I'm okay with that personally.
Me too.
I'm okay with that. I know I've had my like scenarios about like what him and Roman are gonna be like. Fuck all that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just cut and dry. We know Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 39.
Yeah, and we'll get it, and we'll get into that shit too, man.
Yeah,
these journalists.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too.
Oh my God.
These motherfuckers. Yeah, I think it's like cool, but I do feel that he's probably gonna be there next year in Philadelphia. Like I do have that feeling that he's gonna show up for Philadelphia, and I think that's when him and Roman will probably do this whole head of the table thing.
And you know, and it's probably a good thing too because there's not going to be any titles on the line. You know,
yeah, no titles.
That would probably be a good thing. I think Roman about to go like permanent part time after this anyway. So
yeah, we probably only gonna see Roman for like big four shows,
yeah,
or maybe big weekly shows possibly. But I think he's gonna take a nice long break after this. I mean, he's been champion for nearly 3 years now. So
yeah, he deserves a break, man. I mean, that man put that company on his back. Now, as far as Stone Cold, it's interesting because I've heard like he turned everything down because there was one match that he wanted, and that was him and AJ. He wanted AJ Styles. And AJ is currently hurt right now, and we don't know when he's coming back. So we don't know if he's going to be back before WrestleMania by the time WrestleMania is ready.
Yeah.
And honestly and truthfully, him and AJ would have banged.
Yeah, I think so too. Because AJ definitely would have slowed himself down. AJ actually is slowing down somewhat. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to show a little bit of slowing down, but I mean, still AJ can fucking go. You know what I mean? He's gonna be, I think he's 45 now.
Yep.
So and I think he can definitely slow himself down and get a little more grounded versus Austin if that's maybe a future plan for them or whatever. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm just glad that because people was talking crazy before the Rumble, like they was just saying like, yeah, Austin versus Roman. I said, man, if y'all don't shut the hell up, man. Like
Austin versus Brock. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Like shut up, man. Like, cause it's just like, and that's the thing about. I get it. Like, if like anything Stone Cold, yeah, I'm gonna show up there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I want to watch Austin wrestle, but let's not be ridiculous. Let's not be too out of pocket when we talk about like booking, fantasy booking, and all that. Like, chill the fuck out, y'all.
And I mean, we getting some shit that's being built up right now too. That's gonna be fire. I mean, shit, we getting Seth versus Logan Paul.
Yeah,
that's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really good. That's gonna be really good.
Getting Cena versus Theory.
Theory, yeah,
that's happening.
That's gonna probably pop. Yeah, that's gonna. Is it confirmed to be happening? I mean, all the signs are there right now.
The signs are there. They haven't confirmed it, but it's all. But we like, man. If you watch wrestling as long as we have and anything else, you will look at it like, yeah, this is about to happen.
Because it's coming together, kind of just like how Seth and Logan Paul coming together. Like Seth went live on Instagram, started talking crazy about how he doesn't like Logan Paul. Don't get worked, y'all. Please don't get worked. This is them putting them into a match for WrestleMania. That's what this is. It was already rumored before that Seth Rollins and Logan Paul was probably going to do it, and then Logan Paul eliminate Seth from the Royal Rumble. I mean, come on, y'all. Don't get worked into a shoot. It's not a shoot. Don't get worked. Chill out. But yeah, that's going to be happening. We had of course we're gonna talk about it. A few more confirmed matches we got coming up for WrestleMania and Elimination Chamber. So we got those to talk about too. Next up, Kota Ibushi has officially left New Japan Pro Wrestling.
You had a good run there. You had a great run there.
Great run.
Great fucking run. What I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's just
legendary run.
Legendary, yeah. It's just time, for him to take on some other things. His first appearance is going to be in GCW, which is very fucking interesting.
Yeah,
that's a very interesting thing. Tony Khan has not been shy about it. He wants to sign Kota Ibushi, which honestly and truthfully, knock yourself out.
Yeah. The thing is, like Kota's already kind of like teased that he said, "I'll talk to AEW."
I mean, yeah, and if he signs, they're cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I like that. It's a good fit for him.
Do you see them rehashing? Do you see them rehashing Golden Lovers again?
To feud with the Young Bucks. You know that's gonna happen.
So they're gonna redo what they did in New Japan all in AEW.
When haven't they what haven't they do that? When haven't they did that? So they always do that shit. But no, I think that'd be a good fit for him. I know a lot of people say he wish he'd go to WWE. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I'm like Shinsuke probably in his ear, like, bro, just fuck all this shit. Come get a bag. You know what I'm saying? Come get a bag, chill out. We can go surfing together, So if he does sign there, I could see that, but I mean, it is what it is. But I think he's gonna go there, and I think Jay White is going to WWE.
Yeah, it's possible. I think.
White.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just think Jay White probably looking at the landscape like I have a better chance here than going to AEW.
The thing is, I'll say that more people know who Jay White is in AEW, right? Like on right now. Well, I won't even necessarily say that completely because I remember during Forbidden Door times, Jay White walked out there to fucking silence. So, I mean, that's kind of weird too. I'm like, y'all know who Jay White is. Like, come on now. But
yeah, but they knew who the fuck Okada was, though.
Yeah. Of course. Everybody
knew who Okada
is. But man, I think Ibushi going, I mean, if he doesn't come to WWE, I think WWE doesn't need Kota Ibushi. They don't need him.
They really don't. They got Dragon Lee down there right now, he's doing wonderful down. Well, I can't say wonderful. He's going to be showing up next month.
Yeah,
actually, you might see that motherfucker tonight on Vengeance Day.
I mean, maybe I don't know, or at least maybe you might see a vignette of Dragon Lee. Who knows? I don't know.
No, well, I need him to do the crowd shit again when they in the crowd and everybody just started cheering and shit. I missed that. Yeah. My favorite one had to be Gunther. That nigga was in the crowd looking like a fucking supervillain and shit. Like,
mine's still probably, well, I won't necessarily say they was in the crowd. They came out the crowd was with Adam Cole and Fish and
O'Reilly. Oh yeah,
that was when they washed Drew after he won after he won the NXT title. That was still hard.
And I hate going off topic, dog, but the Undisputed Era was just like a time.
No, that's a time, bro.
That was a time, man. That was a time.
The Undisputed Era, man. That's a legendary. They are legendary, bro.
Like you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about them, about their choices, about where they wanted to go. But nigga, they were legendary.
They gave us enough. They gave us enough personally. Like I can go back and watch Undisputed Era any time of the day.
Man, I watched the first I watched that, I think it was a triple tag team match, nigga, for the titles and shit, dog. That shit was fire, dude. Like,
was it before Roddy turned?
Yeah, before Roddy turned. Yeah, it was with Kyle and Bobby before Bobby got hurt, and that shit was fire, dog. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. So them boys was going back then, man. They was going. But yeah, we future references, we probably gonna have like a whole episode talking about the whole Undisputed Era run in due time, in retrospect or whatever. One of these days for sure is coming. But yeah, like Ibushi going to AEW, cool. It kind of makes sense to me in a sense. Like him and Kenny Omega, you can't keep them away from each other for too long. So it just is what it is on that note. So shout out to Ibushi and his next endeavors.
Did you see that shit? He fighting Pacquiao.
yeah, that shit was kind of like weird. I thought I was having a Mandela effect almost, because I was just like is this the same Kota Ibushi that I know? Like what are we doing?
Nah, I need
Manny
to know.
Pacquiao?
Nah, I need
Pacquiao
to know.
broke? Is he broke?
Nah, I think Pacquiao bored, man, because Pacquiao's a goddamn politician.
Yeah.
But look, who you got, Pacquiao or Kota?
This is a boxing match or is this wrestling?
I think it might be MMA.
This is MMA. I got Kota. I got Ibushi on that.
Yeah.
If Pacquiao gets to throw hands though, ooh. Yeah. He's a boxer. I don't care how old Pacquiao gets. He's still Manny Pacquiao.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, Kota got some hands too, man. Shout to Okada.
Yeah. Yeah.
He beat the shot out of Okada.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'll be very brutal. I know that. Like if Kota's able to do what he can, then it's gonna be pretty brutal. But I don't know what the hell that's gonna be. That was strange when I saw that news. More AEW news. AEW announces their house shows. It's beginning in March 18th in Troy, Ohio. Boy, oh boy, isn't that funny?
Moxley somewhere like, nigga.
Fuck.
He like, can I get a fucking vacation? Can I get a staycation? God damn.
Hey, listen, you understand this is one of the reasons Mox left WWE, right?
Exactly.
He didn't want to do house shows.
He didn't want to do house shows. And lo and behold.
And he said they didn't make any sense. He said it. He said being on the road, like doing house shows, like don't make no sense. But the thing is, and then he also was just blaming like executives and all that stuff. Do you understand? Executives' job is to produce profit and raise revenues. So they're doing a business move here to raise profits and to produce revenues, because Tony Khan said last year AEW brought in over $100 million,
which is good.
They don't want to lose no money, bro. So your ass is going to go do some house shows.
They got that's their contract year for the new TV deal and shit.
Yeah,
they trying to impress Warner Brothers Discovery. You know, that's why they had the set change, all this shit. Yeah, nigga. Sorry, Mox, got to get out there and do them house shows, buddy.
Yeah, and they said last year AEW broke $100 million in annual revenue for the first time. They've been in business for 4 years, so they have not produced profit then since 2019. They launched in 2019, bro. They have not produced a profit since then.
I'm gonna ask you this: how much would you attribute that to CM Punk?
Well, since CM Punk had 1 year and he had last year, I'm probably going to attribute a lot of that to CM Punk being the box office draw over there. Because it definitely wasn't Kenny Omega, because Kenny Omega was out for most of last year. And I will also attribute a lot of that to the partnership they was doing with New Japan during the summertime. So I definitely am not going to say that is. I might have to call a cap on that a little bit, because it definitely cannot attribute to those to their weekly shows that they were doing, because they were not selling out any arenas at all last year. So where they're making money has to be a lot of like advertising revenues. because they have so many commercial breaks when AEW is on, and so much of the same goddamn commercials. And WWE is also does the same thing, because I can't tell you how many times I hear I'd be like sheesh.
Yeah, shit,
or the
man.
goddamn K Jewelers, close your eyes, like
or Whopper, bacon Whopper, like all that shit, man.
Like, oh my god, I want to just like throw my television every time. But
hey, look, I like this, nigga. If I could pay a subscription for no ads, I will pay for that shit.
Funny you say that, because more AEW news. AEW is planning possibly and launching a streaming service. Okay. This is bad for this is bad for business. But it's good for consumers, I'm guessing. I don't know why you're going to say you're going to launch the stream, because now it looks like Honor Club, which y'all currently have for Ring of Honor, is probably not going to exist anymore after y'all launch this service, which is a disservice to the people that's already paying for that shit. And all of a sudden, you're just going to merge it all into this next streaming service. Anyway, I don't know what the plan is here. I don't know what they're doing. It's likely through a deal through their broadcast partner with Warner Brothers Discovery. So this is going to be Tony's way of getting a HBO Max type treatment, because initially Tony wanted AEW to go on to HBO Max, including the Ring of Honor archive, but Warner Brothers Discovery said, hell no. But we'll help you with a streaming service. That streaming service is going to have to produce some profit. If it does not, then that's just going to get shunned, and they're going to probably ingest it into like another, but like maybe Discovery Plus. I don't know.
Here's the scary part for me. Here's the scary part for me with all that shit. Why the pay-per-views, bro?
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the biggest one right there, because they just signed a deal with DAZN.
Oh yeah, they did.
So it's like,
but the DAZN deal is for overseas.
Okay,
that's to get the weekly product out overseas, like the Dynamite and Rampage, or that's what the DAZN deal is for. Now the Warner Brothers Discovery thing, that's all US and Canada. So I really don't know. Because like I said, the DAZN deal, look at it like the WWE Network overseas. Like, because they don't have Peacock over there. You know what I'm saying? They still got the network. So I guess that's kind of like how you look at that. But the pay-per-view thing, yes, it does. It's a little murky there.
Interesting wrinkle.
Because I'll tell you, like as a consumer, I mean, I don't pay for none of this shit, but I definitely don't buy AEW pay-per-views, but I would not be subscribed to your streaming service and not get paper and still have to pay for pay-per-views. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Like, you want me to fork over an extra $50 once a month for your pay-per-views, and I'm already forking over like maybe $10 a month for your streaming service. Like, you're smoking crack.
Right.
But yeah, that's that.
Good luck to them on that one, man.
Good luck. I mean, it's a transitional period.
It's ambitious as fuck. I get why they're doing it. But it's going to be a large hill to climb. Because you got to think about when WWE Network first dropped, they lost a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
They lost a lot of money on that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it took them a few years to generate profit. And honestly, the Peacock deal saved them.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I'm saying? Which also transitions over to another sort of newsworthy thing, and it's coming straight from Nick Khan himself. He said that the WWE sale looks to be happening possibly within the next 3 months. He's saying that it could take about 3 months, which kind of like supports me and your like initial prediction that it's probably not going to happen until like after WrestleMania, maybe later into the summer, like quarter 4. Like I said, I feel like it's a quarter 4 type deal happening here to
That's
sell
why
WWE.
That's why they make it WrestleMania as big as they could. You know what I'm saying? Big as they
Yeah.
can make it. You know, they was probably Stone Cold and The Rock would have really set that shit over the top. They would have got him on there, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But basically, Nick Khan like, look, we got to get Vince the fuck up out of here. So
Yeah.
let's get this sale going. Let's send this old motherfucker back. Let's send this old motherfucker on somewhere. Man, get the fuck out of my way.
And he also said that they didn't need Vince McMahon to sell this shit. Like Vince McMahon's role there right now is just being a geezer. Like I don't like they're saying like we really don't even Vince even kind of knows he's not there. Like he's there, and it's just like we don't really need you for this sale, but you're just here. You know,
he just want to feel important, man.
I guess so.
He just want to feel important. That's why he's there and shit. But it's like, bro, you got all this other shit going on right now. Keep your ass over here. Let us make this deal. Let's get this shit sold. Give you your
money.
Give you money.
Fuck off.
Fuck on. Go right over to the sunset. We'll get you a spot in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's
you'll always have your seat in the skybox. Always. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really all there is to it. So we already have laid out like our takes on potential buyers. Personally, I think again at the head of everybody else, I think NBC Universal is probably just it's the most obvious, the most logical choice in my opinion if they wanted to purchase WWE. The only sad thing about because WWE, I think right now they do their own production. Which would kind of suck because NBC Universal is probably going to end up supplying that within that deal.
I'm probably going to be gone. He's going to probably have he probably going to retiring after that.
Yeah, they probably going to get a lot of the production people out of there and transition their own production within that. So
yeah, Kevin Dunn will get him a nice ass severance package. He probably gonna ride off to the sunset too. Like, shit, I did all I could, man. I'm about to go to Cancun, about to go to Cabo or some shit. I'm about to chill, bro.
I mean, his ass shouldn't be there anymore anyway. But that's a story for a different
day. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this though, man. I know people thinking like Triple H is gonna probably be gone. No, they're gonna keep Triple H there because he's putting out quality fucking product right now.
Everything has been in the green since he's taken over.
And then and shout out to Nick fucking Khan. Like Nick Khan is out there willing and dealing like a motherfucker. Like and like one of the key things that he said when he had his last interview, the biggest thing he said to me. Now I think I said it was on the show before. I can't fucking remember. But when he said like when they asked my AEW, Bill Simmons asked my AEW, like I'm not worried about them.
No,
only thing I'm worried about is us. I'm worried about us. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not about to.
I mean, you have it's billions of dollars on the table right now. I don't give a fuck about the other company thinking that they my competition. They're clearly not because we're the biggest show in town. We got like really like a $15 billion deal right here. Like why would I care about what they doing over in AEW? They just cracked 100 million. They not even like they're small potatoes. Like I'm not worried about them right now. Like I'm just worried. My tunnel vision is on getting this deal done. So period. That's all there is to it.
It is not going to no Saudi shit either, nigga. So I hope y'all realize that.
Man, y'all get the fuck out of here with that. That's I don't know. No, it's not going to Saudis. It's going to be going to one of these big giant television conglomerates. And I think you just got whoever you got the best working relationship with, like, and then you kind of see it all through just the content that we take in right now, like on Fox, like all of the collaborations they do with the different Fox sports events like NASCAR and the NFL, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like pay attention to those things, and then you gotta pay attention to all the NBC Universal content that they do. Like those are working relationships. So these are potential buyers. In terms of Fox, that would be like Disney, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just watching how things go within the next 3 months is going to be pretty critical, to say the least.
Big time.
So we'll probably hear something about maybe around August, probably.
Yeah, and you know,
go ahead.
All the internet in the frenzy, all type of shit.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm looking at the cameras. Pay attention to Wall Street Journal, Variety. Don't listen to these journalists, these dumbass wrestling journalists or these Reddit users. Please just stop.
Sold y'all. They already sold y'all a bad bag of dope already, man. They already did that shit. The only motherfucker that's still on this shit like, nah, this ain't it. Is Sean Rossett. He like, don't listen to this shit.
And I hate giving that man any credit
like,
whatsoever.
I feel you, but like he like don't listen to this shit. He like, nah, I don't listen to this shit. Cassidy Haynes, he's still standing by the Saudis buying it. So like, nigga,
okay.
Yeah, swim good, buddy. Swim good, buddy. So yeah, like you said, Wall Street Journal, Variety, you know what I'm saying? Any of these established companies, you listen to them. Don't listen to these dirt sheets.
Please. And that's it. That's all I have to say there. Or at least that's all we have to. Did you have any newsworthy items?
Not really. We can go to the next shit. We're good.
All right, man. Let's get into some This Week in Wrestling.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
I am the strongest, the fastest, the roughest, the toughest, the quickest, the greatest, and now there is no denying that I am the B-E-S-T.
You fucking must acknowledge me.
All right. So we are post Royal Rumble. However, there are a few things we want to talk about when it comes down to the Royal Rumble and everything that's happened afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
First, I guess we want to shout out our Royal Rumble winners. The returning American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes back. Cody watch is over. It's over. Cody Rhodes is back, man. New gear.
Man, you heard the cheers this motherfucker got when he came out there.
Hold on, listen. How many Royal Rumble entrants got fog, pyro? Who got all that, man?
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this, dog. WrestleMania. Imagine the pyro work between Roman and Cody, dog.
Oh, they gonna blow that motherfucker.
Them
up,
niggas, they could bomb Kuwait with all that shit.
Hey,
man.
listen, and you know, SoFi is next to LAX, so they probably gonna ground some flights because of that shit. They probably gonna like they about to have a fireworks extravaganza at SoFi. Like,
man, Cody, man, y'all gonna be dueling fireworks.
Just sit down for a minute.
It's gonna be dueling fireworks, boy. I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty wild.
Shout out to Cody.
Yeah, shout out to Cody. So our WrestleMania, I don't know if it's night 1 or night 2. That's
night 2. That's
probably night 2. Yeah, it's probably night 2. It's ending all speculation because I'm gonna tell you probably what night 1 possibly could be, but it's gonna end up all speculations of splitting the titles at WrestleMania and all of that. It is Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Both belts are on the line. So we got that coming. And also we want to shout out the women's Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley. All right, we predicted Rhea Ripley was gonna win, man. So
she started number 1, nigga.
Number one.
After taking the spear from Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
Started that shit number 1 and whew. So I'm good, Charlotte. I'm good, Charlotte.
Yeah. So Rhea Ripley made her choice, a surprising choice to some, but when you look at long-term booking reasons, it's like, oh, okay, I kind of get that. So Rhea Ripley announces her choice for her WrestleMania main event, and that is versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship, which is also interesting because Rhea Ripley's on Raw. And just like we were saying before, I think we were talking about it in the watch along. We were saying like, yo, like who's probably going to face Charlotte? You know what I'm saying? Like we was kind of like tossing up because we thought Rhea versus Bianca was a given situation,
right?
But it doesn't seem like, that's going to happen. It's looking like the scenario we set up for Charlotte is actually happening for Bianca.
And it makes sense because Charlotte doesn't have anybody over there for real, like that she can face at WrestleMania. That would be a WrestleMania marquee
WrestleMania
match.
Draw, like,
yeah.
It's easy to say like Raquel Rodriguez because she's new or whatever, but she's not a star. She's not a star yet. Nah, like
give me Rhea Ripley. Give her Rhea Ripley, nigga. There
give
you
her
go.
Rhea Ripley. They already have had their matches. Rhea has lost. She's lost. Did she lose all of them? Or she only? Yeah, because
I think she lost all of them because the fatal four-way they had it in your house. Io Sky, excuse me. She won the NXT title from that four-way.
Yeah, she won the NXT title. She didn't beat her at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania 30.
I think Charlotte made her tap actually.
Yeah, she made her tap out. So Rhea has not beaten Charlotte yet. So
the story is definitely there.
There's a lot of story there, and Rhea definitely addressed it a lot in her promo at Raw on Monday.
Great fucking promo, by the way. Great promo.
Yeah, really, really great. And she did it by herself. She came out alone. No Judgment Day. She just did it by herself. So she was front and center on the stage.
See, now that's interesting. Now that's interesting because if she go to SmackDown, what did that leave Judgment Day? Because she played the big part in Judgment Day, unless they go on to SmackDown too.
Unless they go to SmackDown after. See, that's the thing. Like it's a lot of different variables there.
I mean, the draft is coming up too. By the way, the draft is coming up. So.
We do have a new draft coming after WrestleMania, so there's definitely some variables there, some moving chess pieces. I could see Judgment Day moving away from Finn Balor.
Really?
I could see that. I could see them getting drafted to SmackDown and like Finn staying on Raw. You know what I'm saying? I could see a situation like that, but I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. But like I said, I can see that. Because Rhea has done a really good job as a heel. So is Finn. Finn's done a great job as a heel too. Like all of Judgment Day is doing great.
Finn in these fucking fits, dog.
yeah. We'll talk about Finn's fits and how he's able to get them over a lot quicker than JS has ever gotten anything over with them corny ass things they've done week to week. But hey, whatever. But also the biggest thing that happened at Royal Rumble, and that's not to discredit the actual Royal Rumble matches, but Sami Zayn has turned on the Bloodline.
When I tell you, nigga, this was Martin Scorsese like
cinema.
Man, it was Martin Scorsese, fucking
Quentin Tarantino,
man. It was just like Ron Howard, all that shit.
Howard, Steven Spielberg, man, listen.
George Lucas. We'll give you George Lucas.
You feel me? Like
all it, like I would say Michael Bay, but there were no explosions.
No, it wasn't no explosions. He had to blow something up for Michael Bay.
Yeah, but nah, man. I mean, we all seen it. It. Roman wanted Sammy do the kill shot. Sammy gave him the kill shot, all right. He hit Roman in the back. And it was so much so many callbacks in that shit, man.
Yeah.
He hit him in that back, dog. Roman fell the same way when Seth Rollins hit him in the back. And you just looking like, wow. Then Roman, you can see Roman's face, like Roman was about to cry.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotion. That's the one thing that I loved about it was the raw emotion that they all displayed during this part, man. Like they tore Kevin Owens. Owens got tore the fuck up, bro.
Getting super kicked like a motherfucker.
The super kick fucking. They did a super kick party on his ass while he was handcuffed.
After he caught the buck, after he caught when he had the chair around his neck in the corner and Solo ran into that bitch, dog. After that shit, they were still super kicking this man, handcuffed him and super kicked the shit out of him.
Dog tore his ass up, and then Roman's ready to go in for the kill. Sammy says, "No, stop, please. That's enough. Like he's already dead. Like he's dead. Like we shouldn't do any more." And then Roman's like, "You're right." And then he pulls the chair up to Sammy. You do it.
You're right. I don't have to do this. So you're going to do it.
Yeah. And that right there is the final test that Roman was saying, Sammy was going to have to see. We're going to have to see if you pass this to truly become a full Uso. And man.
Sammy hit him with that chair. That crowd went crazy.
Listen, that Alamo Dome, the roof came off. The roof came off of the Alamo Dome as soon as that happened.
And then the greatest actor that wasn't his whole fucking time, Jey Uso, dog.
Listen, Jey Uso just like, why would you do that, man? We brothers, why would you do that? And then Roman, you see, like, he just got his head in his hands. He just crying. And then Jimmy
said,
just like, fuck this. Like, super kicked the shit out of Sammy.
Hey, man, then he looking at Jay like, you said it's your brother? That's your brother? I'm your brother.
I'm your brother. We your brothers. And they
started beating the shit out of Sammy, dog.
Firing off on Sammy.
Solo, nigga, pushed.
Solo
Jimmy.
was ready.
He pushed Jimmy out the way, like, man, get the fuck on, dog. That's me. Start beating.
Samoan Spike, like chair shots, and then Roman just goes federal with the chair shots.
No, this is before the chair shot. Roman screaming is like, I trusted you. Yeah. I trusted you. And then they looking at Jay, nigga. Jay just in the corner.
Jay in the corner just distraught, man. He's just distraught. Like everything is just, the life of him is just out. Like he's just like, this is out of control. I can't do this no more.
And then then Jimmy screamed on him again. Like
come get some.
Jimmy, like, nigga, you brought me into this shit. I'm your motherfucking brother, nigga. Like, and the callback for Jay was like, nigga, I'm the catalyst for all this shit. Roman beat my ass for 2 straight pay-per-views for this shit to even come to fruition.
He whooped my ass for all these pay-per-views. Like, he literally like beat me into submission. He's beating me into submission. I have been under his umbrella, under his roof for the last 3 years. I'm tired.
And they got out the ring and walked away.
And then the crowd went wild for that. And not only did he get out the ring and walked away, he looked up at Roman and just stared at him like, bro, like I can't. Like, you're done.
It's too much.
We're done.
I mean, he had Jimmy was running around. Jimmy was running around like with a shirt on at the time said nobody's bitch. He's talking about Roman. So it's just like, so there's a lot of callbacks to that shit. Then Roman's like, you broke up my family. And then he went to work on Sammy with that chair.
And he went to work on him, ripped up the honorary Uso shirt. Then the icing on the cake is just dropping the flowers on him while he just laying there, just lifeless, bro.
Also, man, Paul Heyman, dog, when he started hitting him, they're like, oh my
God. Listen, man, Paul was ready. He was like, Paul was just probably sitting there like, I told y'all should have did this shit last Monday when we had him on trial. But then here go Jay. He had to interject, and this is where we at. I was right all along. You feel me? So like, it was that, and then something happened off air that didn't make it to the net. I mean, that didn't make it until it made the internet as an exclusive, and it was Roman talking to Solo saying, we're at war now. We can't take any more prisoners. Like, listen, look, man. I said this last summer, man. I said the bloodline, this is going to be the greatest story ever told, period. I said that, and this is when Phil and Uzi, like before, like I said, this is going to be the greatest story ever, and it's turned out to be that way. Like, it's beautiful how they put this together.
You're approaching the climax right now, and it's going to be Kevin and Sammy taking the title off the Usos.
Yeah,
and Cody going to deliver the final blow and taking them bitches off Roman.
And then Roman is probably going to have to go into exile or something. Something is going to happen with the bloodline to fracture the bloodline. Like, they have like what you were saying. So the Elimination Chamber, like, again, the internet, stop trying to book things. Just stop. Like, Sami Zayn is not going to be your next Daniel Bryan. He's not going to be your next Kofi Kingston. It's like, stop. Just stop. Pump the brakes. The thing is here, like, we have a match, like, we have a pit stop before Cody, and that's Elimination Chamber for Roman versus Sami Zayn for the Universal Championship. And this is done correct. This is rightfully done correctly, in my opinion, because you're putting them in front of Montreal. This is where Sami Zayn is from. This is where Kevin Owens is from. This is the perfect situation to pivot a lot of things over to other members of the bloodline. So this is where, I mean, Sammy's not winning. We know this. He's not winning. He's not going to beat Roman. But this match is going to be very epic because this is where, now there is some issues here with the Usos when it comes to Canada. I think only one of them is not allowed, and that's Jimmy. Jay can actually go to Canada. So this is where you bring Jay back into the story again, because right now Jay is missing. Like right now, Roman is like, "Where's your brother?" And Jimmy's like, "I ain't talked to him all week." So Jay is kind of missing in action right now because he walked off. So I think we're going to start getting a pivot over to passing Kevin and Sammy over to the Usos, because what better way than to write more of the story of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn than them winning the tag team championship together at WrestleMania.
Finally making Kevin Owens a Grand Slam champ too.
Making Kevin Owens a Grand Slam champion. And then on top of that, these are two guys who are straight from the Indies, who have been working together in the Indies, who are best friends, who's probably their lifelong dream has to be, I want us to win together at WrestleMania. Like what better ending is better than that?
Exactly. It's perfect ending. And you do it at WrestleMania too. That should be the match, the last match for night one. Should be that match. Or you know what? No. Or it's probably gonna end up being Charlotte and Rhea.
Now, I have another prediction for you for the main event for night one. So, and we'll talk more about Raw in a second, because we have some Elimination Chamber matches to talk about. So right now we had a fatal 4-way match on SmackDown for one of the spots, because the last two spots, let's do 4 of the Elimination Chamber spots belong to the final 4 women of the Women's Royal Rumble. Right. So that's already been taken up, not counting Rhea Ripley, because I mean she's going to WrestleMania. Right. So 2 spots remained, and they said they're going to have a fatal 4-way on SmackDown for one of those spots, and the last spot was going to be announced later. I believe that final spot is actually Naomi. And I think
Naomi's going to win it.
It's going to win the Elimination Chamber, and we're going to get Naomi versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania.
And I need Naomi as a heel too, dog. I need her as a heel.
And they're going to main event night one again with 2 black women main eventing WrestleMania night one. That's what I'm thinking. Because I'm like, there's a reason why they leaving that open, and there's a reason why they're not announcing another match for that last spot on Raw. It's because they're probably going to be bringing back Naomi.
And I didn't think about that because I thought Asuka was going to win that whole bitch, and we was going to get Asuka because
Asuka's already in the
I thought Asuka. No. I'm thinking I thought Asuka was going to win the whole Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Me too. She was my fault. She's my pick.
Yeah, because this new Asuka is crazy. I fuck with it. It's kind of.
Oh yeah, it's the evil. This is Kana. This is evil Asuka from Joshi, which is very hard, by the way. Yeah. Looking like a straight crime boss, like for real.
She look like she Majima's sister or some shit.
Yeah.
If you know Maji, Yeah, Goro Majima, nigga. Look him up, Yakuza. So
yeah, for sure.
get it, John.
Yeah. Like it's mad anime-ish right now. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm worried about that, man. Shit, she go fucking Goro Majima, and she had that fucking dagger on her. It's so good, baby. It's so good, baby. But no, I like that. Naomi, I like that one. I love that one, dog. That's fire right there.
I really think that's probably going to be our Raw women's championship, because a lot of people right now, they're like, man, I'm worried about Naomi. I mean, I'm worried about Bianca. My bad. I'm worried about Bianca. Like, what are they gonna have for her? What are they gonna do? And it's just like, just wait. Because there is a reason why that final spot is still there. And Bailey and Becky, that's already going to be
that's WrestleMania.
That's a WrestleMania match. They're outside of this. You know what I'm saying? They're on the outside of this. I'm sorry. Becky has already said, I don't want no title right now.
And if anything, I think Becky gonna be going after Rhea Ripley, because we have never got that yet. We haven't got that yet. And they've been saying, and Rhea always said, I want Becky.
Yeah. And we had a stare down. We had a stare down when Becky came back from injury with Rhea. So it's a lot of different potential avenues we got going on there. But yeah, it's looking like really it's going to be very interesting what's going to be taking place very soon with that situation. But just calm down and wait. I think this is really what they are holding Naomi for. Like, this is what's holding up the whole process, is that they're trying to bring her back for the Elimination Chamber. So
excellent fucking observation, bro.
Hey, I was just saying, because
I gotta give you that one. That's excellent observation.
Just watching how this whole thing unfolded. I'm like, okay, you're having a fatal 4-way match. So usually in these situations, they're gonna have a fatal 4-way match on SmackDown, then they're gonna do it again on Raw. But then they're just like, nah, that last spot gonna be announced at a later date. I'm just like, nah, bro, that can't just be no one. It's not gonna be Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. It's already kind of been all but confirmed that Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are going to face Io and Dakota Kai at WrestleMania for the Women's Tag Team Championships.
And that's interesting too, because I'm thinking, like, who's going to be a face?
I don't really know if this is I don't really know. I think this is going to be heel versus heel. I think this is going to be like some big shit talking type feel thing, like where there are no good guys, there are no bad guys. It's just like, it's almost like watching a Conor McGregor fight coming together, like where you don't like either side, but you gonna watch because you enjoy the shit talking that's going on between the parties or whatever. So
right.
I think that's kind of like what we're going to be getting there too. So yeah, we got some big stuff coming ahead for us for WrestleMania season, going into the Elimination Chamber. And speaking of the Elimination Chamber, we had a few matches on Raw that took place for Elimination Chamber qualifiers. Seth Rollins defeated Chad Gable. So Seth Rollins is in the Elimination Chamber. Johnny Gargano defeated Baron Corbin. He is also going to be in the men's Elimination Chamber. And Bronson Reed defeated Dolph Ziggler, and he is also in the Elimination Chamber.
2 more spots. I think it's one more spot, right?
I think it's one more spot.
We know who's getting that. We know who's getting that spot.
Well, who do you think?
Franklin.
Oh, Bobby. Yeah, it probably will be Bobby. Interesting also with Bobby and Brock, and I'll talk about that in just a second, because we also had a returning Rick Boogs. He returns back to Raw.
That motherfucker got bigger, dog.
That motherfucker's huge. Rick Boogs is huge. Now, the thing about, my question, well, I mean, I don't want to spend a lot of time on Rick Boogs, but like, where's Shinsuke?
I think we might be getting Japan Shinsuke. I think we're getting Japan Shinsuke. I think they're rehabbing this character. They're gonna reintroduce him.
Okay.
I think that's what. Because think about that, they did that with Asuka, so I think they're doing that with shit. I think they're doing that with
Shinsuke. Maybe so. Maybe so. And that'd be cool. And then what if Shinsuke is actually that last spot in the Elimination Chamber? Maybe, I don't know. Because maybe Bobby might have his hands full with Brock at Elimination Chamber, but they haven't said anything yet about that. So
and then he came out there on Monday to talk shit to Theory and everything.
Yeah.
But look, here's my thing with Shinsuke though, because if you watch this match when he was going against the Great Muta, good match, really good match.
Real good match, real good farewell match.
We definitely had that New Japan Shinsuke.
Yeah. Cause then he do the spit. Did he do the
Yeah. He sucked out the mist from
Muta.
Yeah, spit it in his face and shit, which was wild. Muta cut a wild ass promo after that shit though, but that was very fucking wild promo. Boy. Oh man, but
lightning, brother, lightning.
But I think we about to get that Shinsuke back, man. And I think we might get that Shinsuke versus Cody. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Like it's gonna be real interesting what we may have going on there. Because I was just wondering like why they put Boogs on Raw, and I'm just like, maybe they got too many colorful characters on SmackDown.
That's what I'm thinking too.
And maybe they were just like, because I'm just like, Boogs is better with Shinsuke, but if you're rehabbing Shinsuke, then maybe you just want Boogs just to be a hand for people on Raw, beat up Miz every week, which I have no problem with whatsoever.
Fuck it, why not?
Yeah, why not? Everyone beats up Miz. But also we get an amazing promo from Cody Rhodes, talking like post Royal Rumble, looking forward to WrestleMania. I mean, Cody Rhodes was going, he was in his bag on that promo. He actually didn't cry this time.
I know, kind of getting there for a minute, man.
He almost got there. Cody can't get through a promo without getting choked up, I swear. Yeah. But that's just how Cody is. And he did an amazing promo talking about like what he like Roman, just putting Roman over, still putting Roman over. But he said, hey man, the one thing you will not be after WrestleMania, and that is the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. And hey, got to give it to Cody there. He was out there with his white preacher fit.
What would you rate that? What would you rate that suit, man?
That suit. Shout out to the Random Acts podcast. Rate that suit. A segment that they do every other week. That suit, because it was cream, he gonna get like an 8, man. He gonna get an 8. But I may give him an 8.5 because next came out the Judgment Day, and they was, Dominic was doing Dominic and talking all that shit. And then Edge came out. They just started bucking. Then Cody jumped in with him, and Finn started scrapping. And Cody was moving in that suit, man. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, look,
Cody can scrap in the suit.
Let me tell you about Edge, dog. Edge keep running out there like he fucking Doomslayer or some shit, dog. Like he Duke Nukem.
Edge. Matter of fact, Finn, you saw the picture Finn posted with him running away from Edge. He said, I tripped over a television cord. That's why he caught me. That shit, it's
hey man, Edge is fast, dog. Edge is fast to the motherfucker. They was looking like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, God damn, he chasing this motherfucker down.
Yeah, and that Royal Rumble ramp was long. You know how much energy you gotta have to sprint like that, man, up and down that damn ramp like they were, man. But
like you hit my wife with a chair. He just like, fuck that.
He took off.
He had that. That's my fucking wife, bro. Energy running his shit.
Right. And then we move over that eventually books a dream match. Like, see, this is the good thing about Cody Rhodes being in WWE now. We starting to get matches that we never saw, because Cody wants to wrestle everyone. So like, I mean, I wasn't expecting this that night. I was like, yo, this is something they're gonna put in the chamber, keep in the chamber for later on. But like, damn, we got Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor in the main event.
Mhm.
Like, do you know how crazy that is?
Fire ass match too.
In a fire ass match. And then not only that, but Finn was just giving Cody them bars. It was like, man, you've been copying every fucking thing I've done. Like, you went over to Japan, you became a leader of my group that I started. You know what I'm saying? They even said the Bullet Club on Raw too. They said the Bullet Club. Like word for word, bar for bar. I was like, whoa.
Triple
What
H
era are we in, bro? You know what I'm saying?
We
Like,
in the Triple H era, baby.
that's different. That's different, man. So we got a really, really solid match from Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor. Cody wins, of course.
Hey man, look, dog. I'm gonna tell you this right now. They said Cody's version of Three Amigos is the Three Americans with the crossroads.
Listen, man. Hey, and you want to know some people? This might end up being a DraftKings over under. They said how many crossword roads is it gonna take to defeat Roman Reigns?
Oh, he didn't run about 10. He didn't run with 10 of them bitches, dog. He didn't run with 10 of them bitches. Bro.
You want to know something? You want to know? I don't think I think he's gonna hit the crossroads a lot, but I don't think he's gonna finish him with the crossroads. I think he's gonna finish him with the Kudo driver.
Think Roman gonna take that bump
with the vertebraker. That's the
Think Roman gonna take that
for WrestleMania. I would. You know what I'm saying? I would take the vertebraker. I'd be like, you know what?
That would put Roman. That would put Cody over so crazy. If he, oh man.
If he did that, if he do the vertebraker and beats Roman with that, I wouldn't be mad. You know what I'm saying? But for cinematic purposes alone, he's probably gonna finish him with the crossroads, like mini crossroads, because he's gonna take a lot of spears. He's gonna take about 2 spears.
Hey, man, he doesn't die. He's not going down.
And he's gonna get the guillotine too. He's gonna get put in the guillotine.
He break out that guillotine, dog. Oh my god, man.
Cody, this is gonna be interesting, bro.
It's gonna be a star making match, man. It's gonna be a star. Like Cody's already a star, but he's gonna become a superstar to this shit.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I mean, like, come on, listen. Let me tell you why this man is a superstar in the making. He had 2 kids, literally cosplaying him, like in the crowd. Like they literally had on Cody's entire fit, the robe, everything. And he always hands a kid his belt every time he comes out, and he handed them 2. Clearly, those kids were related. They're probably brothers, but he handed them the belt and was just like, and gave him a hug. I was like, yeah, bro, it's over. I said, it's over, man. This is your next John Cena right here.
Man, look, dog. And he's back at the place he needs to be at, because I think what he was doing, though. He's like, I don't want the AEW title.
Yeah, he said, I don't want it. Hey, listen, he was handing his belts out at AEW crowds. They was throwing it back to him.
He's got a crowd full of marks. That's why.
I mean, like, why would somebody want to be in some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, and you journalists out there, y'all are so fucking stupid, bro.
Oh,
because y'all tried to do the same shit with Cena back in the day. Like, we know y'all did what y'all could to turn crowds against Cena so much. We know y'all did, and you're trying to do this with Cody because y'all want to fit a narrative that puts Sami Zayn in a Daniel Bryan / Kofi Kingston type thing. It's not happening, bro.
You want to know why it's not happening? I'm gonna tell you why it's not happening. Because it's casual fans in that crowd. It's not CM Punk fans in that crowd no more. The CM Punk fans are in AEW now.
But and it's still something. No, now look, they're still at WWE shows. They still come. You have been around some of them people in them damn crowds, and they had no fucking choice. They are definitely small as fuck compared to all them kids and all the casual fans that's out there. And WrestleMania is a casual event. Period. You're not getting Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. You're getting Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns at the Elimination Chamber, and deal with it. So Raj Gary, all you Meltzer, all you fucking morons that's on there talking about Cody's going to get booed eventually. They're going to turn on him. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut your old asses up. You're 40. You're 50 plus years old. Shut up.
It ain't AEW.
It's not AEW, bro. This is not those crowds, man. Stop trying to sway a narrative, bro. It's not working. Get over it. But that was that. And that was the end of Raw, pretty much. And I don't think I missed anything. I know Io Sky beat Candice LeRae. When is the last time Candice won?
It's been a minute, man. I guess they trying to do something with her and what's her face, Nikki Cross, but nigga, they gotta do something with that one, man. I don't know what's going on.
And also maybe I don't know. I don't know if they trying to bring the way back together because Dexter Lumis was with Gargano. Indy Hartwell kind of tweeted. She's kind of been tweeting a little strange lately, like as if she's saying goodbye to NXT soon. I don't know. So there's that. But I don't think this will be the way with Austin Theory because Austin Theory is his own man.
Hey, man, he's his own man like a motherfucker right now.
Yeah, I don't think Austin Theory would be a part of the way, but who knows? I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, that was that. NXT. So we're on the cusp of NXT Vengeance Day, which is taking place actually later today of this recording. So when you hear this, NXT Vengeance Day will probably be already over. I really don't have to get into like too much of the results from NXT other than like Tyler Bate defeating Axiom. That was a good match.
Chase U.
Yeah, Chase U has inserted themselves to the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match.
I love Chase U, dog. I love Chase U. Andre chases sports entertainment, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. That man is sports entertainment through
for sure. Absolutely. And that's gonna be a banger of a match. And what else? Stevie Turner debuted on NXT. Zoe Stark defeated Indy Hartwell.
Yep. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are tag team now.
They seem to be together now.
They are now Team Dark Souls.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So and this year they've defeated the Creed brothers. So
I felt bad for the Creeds on that one.
Yeah,
because
it ran into Ivy now.
The match was just sloppy, dog. That was
it wasn't the best. It was not the best. They have to work on their chemistry a little bit.
Yeah,
it's also interesting that they're not in that Fatal 4-Way.
I don't know what they're gonna do with the Creeds, bro.
Okay.
I do not know what they're gonna do with the Creeds, man. I do not know what they're gonna do with the Creeds.
I mean, they're both stars.
Yeah.
I mean, Brutus and Julius are definitely both stars. If you want to, like, you know what, I'm gonna talk about that when we about to talk about the NXT Vengeance Day card in just a few. But yeah, that was pretty much NXT. It really wasn't that too much of an important go home show. So NXT Vengeance Day, our match card as follows. We have Carter and Chance versus Henley and James for the NXT Women's Championship Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, Carter and Chance dropping that bitch.
Yeah, I think they're dropping too. I think they're gonna drop it to Henley and James for sure.
Yeah.
Next match, Wesley versus January 6th, Dijak.
I got a feeling, Doug, it might be Dijak, man.
I kind of do too. I kind of think Dijak gonna do it too.
But then again, I don't like this Dijak. Dijak character is like,
I don't like his character at all. As you noticed what I just said, you know, it's been mad like police type shit. And I don't, we don't fuck with the police. So, yeah, I'm not. And he has to beat a black man on top of that. Like, oh man, he has to beat a black man to bring justice to the NXT North American Championship. Very strange, but yeah, Dijak, and he's also like from Massachusetts, so it's also kind of like
Boston boy, good old Boston boy.
Yeah, I think he probably had a lot creatively done with this character. Very strange, but hey, yeah, I think that because one thing is Wesley. I'm not saying that he's had a bad run, but Wesley is terrible at promos. I'm sorry. He sucks at promos.
He gotta get better at that.
He
But I
gotta
will
get
say
better at promo.
I would say this about Dijak though. He had a banger. He pulled a banger out with fucking Von Wagner, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Von Wagner, though. I could not believe that one. And that was a strange ass match too, like heel versus heel. We've been seeing a lot of heel versus heel matches.
Yeah, a lot of heel versus heel, and then it's looking like Von Wagner's probably about to leave Mr. Stone alone.
Yeah.
Soon, because he just like, why are you still here? Like, why do I have you here? All I do is lose.
And Stone told his ass, because bitch, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, yeah. So that's interesting too. And like we were talking about before, the Fatal 4-Way tag team match, the New Day versus Pretty Deadly versus Chase U versus the Dyad. Versus Gallus. I thought the Dyad was in this. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's versus Gallus. I'm
gonna say right now, bro. I'm going to chase you, dog.
I'm going to chase you. The thing is, I don't see you putting the titles back on Pretty Deadly right now. I don't see that. I feel like Pretty Deadly's close to being ready to be called up.
And if they keep it on New Day still, I think New Day gonna drop. It's between
Yeah, I would say it's between New Day retaining and probably Chase U winning, but I don't see a scenario where Gallus wins this. Like, I don't see that right now. But if you want to keep them on New Day until Stand and Deliver, I could see that too, because then that could create a scenario with New Day versus the Creeds versus the Dyad, like something like a triple threat tag team match at Stand and Deliver. I could see that totally. My match of the night already. I'm not even like, I haven't even came here. We haven't even seen it yet.
I already know who you talking about too.
Apollo Crews versus Carmelo Hayes. The 2 out of 3 falls, bro.
I got Apollo retaining. Oh no, not retaining. I got Apollo winning because I think this is gonna lead to probably a face turn for Carmelo.
I think Carmelo's gonna turn face too. I think he's gonna turn face. You think Trick Williams gonna turn on him?
I believe so, yeah, because I think getting tired of Trick. I think he's about to start getting tired of Trick for real.
Yeah, it's time to move him away from Trick too.
But then again, like if we're gonna prepare Carmelo to win against to go against Braun at Stand and Deliver, then he's probably gonna end up going over, and he's probably gonna shake Apollo Crews' hand, and Trick Williams is gonna feel away about that shit.
Possibly.
So I think that's probably what it is. So I take it back. I'm gonna say Carmelo win this one because I forgot they gotta build him up. They gotta build him up for to be Braun's next opponent, unless we see some screwy ass shit tonight, which I don't.
Yeah, I do think Carmelo's gonna have a face turn for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it's gonna happen. I will say that, but and when I don't think he's gonna be going against Braun Breaker at Stand and Deliver. I'll just say that right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
it might be that time. It might be that time then.
Yeah, I'll go into the next match. I'll go into the next match. and that's Gigi Dolan versus Roxanne Perez versus JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne's going to win this, and I think this is going to break up Toxic Attraction once and for all.
And I think we're going to find out her next challenger. I think we're going to find out Roxanne's next challenger.
Yeah.
And honestly and truthfully, it might be Zoe Stark.
Possibly, I think so too.
It might be Zoe Stark, or that's what I'm thinking. Or she probably gonna get attacked by Elektra Lopez or some shit. So something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think Zoe too, because Zoe was in the Women's Royal Rumble. So clearly they're trying to do something with Zoe Stark. So they see the potential in like how her talent.
Yeah, she's an incredible fucking wrestler.
She's an incredible performer, dude. Like she can go. You know what I'm saying? She can go in the ring.
Just figure her character out. That's it.
Yeah, figure out a better character. Like not walking around a leather jacket and I fuck Nikita.
The Triple H special.
Yeah, the Triple H special. Like who knows what we doing here? Also, funny thing on NXT was the investigative reporting they're doing on who attacked Nikita. Because literally every woman from the women's roster was in the parking lot at that time. So it was just like, and Wendy Chu, like in the back seat of a car. Like I seen the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was.
I wonder who it is.
I don't know, man. Like sooner or later, I mean, yeah, Nikita gonna have to like apply to Sam's Club in a minute because these injuries is crazy right now. And I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Nobody really likes Nikita in the ring, but hey, whatever. Our main event, steel cage match for the NXT Championship: Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller.
It sounds like you think it's Grayson Waller's time, buddy.
I really think, but I kind of know how this might end.
Right.
If Braun retains, he's going to spear Grayson Waller through the cage, and he's going to end up on the floor. It's kind of going to end like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns did. What was it at the Greatest Royal Rumble? Yes. Was it that? Yeah, and Saudi.
Yep.
Yeah, I see that as the ending. However, what I want Grayson Waller to win this because I think it's time to put somebody else at the top with that title that's not Braun Breaker.
And Grayson Waller,
it's time for a reset.
And Grayson Waller is a better MJF at the end of the fucking day.
Yeah. Yeah. Grayson Waller has, I mean, he's been making Braun look like a straight bitch these last few weeks, man. Like, I'm going into this like, yo, I want Grayson Waller to win this. And that's the reason why I'm like stand and deliver. Now, there is a way to get that stand and deliver match. And that's to make Grayson Waller's title reign very short.
Yeah.
And then that's when you could get Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Breaker stand and deliver. Or
give us Carmelo and Grayson Waller.
Or you can do that. You can give us Carmelo Hayes versus Grayson Waller at stand and deliver. I mean, and I'm not mad at that either if that happens.
Low key, I will give Braun like I'll give Braun like a main roster talent to face at stand and deliver. Somebody to test him or some shit.
Kind of like how he did last year. He did it with Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, but that was for a title. But I'm talking about like somebody bigger than Dolph. I'm looking at this shit like, nigga, I'm probably thinking maybe.
And I say the Dolph thing because I was just saying, like, it's somebody from main roster that, like, it's been done before where somebody from main roster comes down and that's your stand and deliver.
But I'm thinking a bigger name. Give him Braun Strowman, maybe. You know, that'll be interesting. Maybe you can give him.
Well, Strowman and Ricochet tag teaming right now, so
you know that shit ain't gonna last long. Damn. I would have gave him Kevin Owens, nigga. If Kevin Owens wouldn't throw to that shit, that would have been crazy.
That would have been pretty wild.
Him and Kevin Owens, that would have been crazy. They gonna because because this is gonna be his last little test before he goes up to the main roster. Because Braun going up to the main roster after WrestleMania. That's happening.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's going up there. Yeah, that's a given. He's probably gonna get drafted. He probably gonna get drafted.
You know what? Give him Gargano. Braun versus Gargano. Give him Gargano.
That wouldn't be bad.
Give him.
That wouldn't be bad.
Give him Mr. NXT himself, Gargano.
Yeah, Mr. NXT himself wouldn't be bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
I would have said like maybe Ciampa, but Ciampa's like hurt. But then we already had Braun versus Ciampa. We already had that before.
Yeah. So no, give him a Gargano or something.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. But yeah, that's how we feeling about NXT Vengeance Day so far. So we'll see tonight. We're not doing a post show or anything, but we'll talk about it next week when we come back. AEW Dynamite. I really just want to say, like, look, I'm trying every week when it comes to AEW Dynamite, I'm trying not to laugh every time, like when I'm saying AEW Dynamite when we about to talk about it, but I just can't help it.
I'm gonna let you get this. I only got one thing to say. I'm gonna let you finish up, and I'll say what I got. I only got one thing to say about that shit.
All right, so we opened up with Jon Moxley versus Hangman Page. It looks like they're doing a series here. So it was a great opener for Dynamite this week. Except it got overbooked at the end because again, like y'all do things like it almost feels like Impulse type things. You know, you got Claudio and Wheeler Useless coming out there to like hold them back from one another. And I mean, y'all said that Claudio got signed because he's going to do great, spectacular things over there. He's going to be a top guy. He's going to be the top guy, but he's just there breaking up fights and wrestling on dark. So whatever. So there's that. The Acclaimed defeated Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum from fucking jobbers. The Acclaimed, they're corny. They're corny. Honestly, I hope they lose the belts to the Guns. But that's that.
It's gonna happen because Billy gonna turn on them. So.
Yeah, I hope they lose the belts because I'm like Max Caster's rapping. It's fucking stupid. And they kept doing the scissoring. Like they did it like 3 times in this match. It's like, bro, come on, like enough. But anyway, another match which everyone was looking forward to like all last week, and it actually ended up being some mid to me, and that's Bryan Danielson versus Timothy Thatcher. Bryan Danielson, of course, beat Timothy Thatcher, but MJF couldn't help himself but to come out and all this shit. I really don't even remember what happened, honestly, after that. Yeah, it's kind of like a blur. I just remember texting you, and I was like, yo, this shit sucks. But But after that, shout out to Jade Cargill, man. It's Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Like Jade Cargill got her 50th win and still is the TBS champion. She beats Red Velvet, so she is now 50-0. It's time to drop that goddamn belt. Drop it. You won. You won, honey. It's time. It's time to drop that damn belt. It's trying to move on into something else. But I would very much like for you to like get the ring work a little bit together because she was selling Red Velvet terribly. She was not selling it good.
Oh, she's gonna drop it soon. You know who she's gonna drop it to?
Saraya?
No,
not Saraya. I'm joking when I say that. Who?
Britt Baker, nigga.
You think Britt Baker's gonna be TBS champion? Oh, so she can have that while Jamie Hayter's the women's champion.
They turn both of them face, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, yo, listen, look. Okay. All right. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, and then the funniest thing of all. Now, you know what? I think this is probably the thing you was gonna talk about, wasn't it?
The Elite.
Oh, okay. So no, okay. So we're not there yet. So you about to talk about that terrible, awful promo? Yeah, go ahead.
No, are we talking? You want to talk about the Elite now?
No, go ahead. Yeah, you can talk about.
All I gotta say is this: Isaiah Cassidy moaned in Kenny Omega's ear. Pro wrestling.
I'm still confused about that too. Like I don't know what that was, but hey, lightning, brother. I don't know. I don't know what that was, and it was an awful promo to begin with. You know, like they were in some random gym somewhere, like. And I know they probably couldn't make the show because Kenny was dealing with visa shit, and I think they just probably put this together last minute. They just found a random like YMCA gym and was like, "Hey, let's film this here." Stokely Hathaway is corny. He's corny, bro. I don't care. He's corny anyway. Yeah, that was that. And they ended up having a match on Rampage, and the Elite won. So that was that. That was to book that match. The main event was Samoa Joe versus Darby Allin. It was a no holds barred match for the TNT Championship. Now, this whole time I was thinking maybe they got Darby Allin as like their workhorse for a minute. That's why they put the TNT title on him. But actually, they didn't put it on him for that. They actually put him on it as a placeholder. And I'm going to explain that in a second. But yeah, this match was just fucking goofy as hell. Joe did I don't know why we're still doing the muscle buster when he literally almost killed someone with this match, with this move. But hey, whatever. He hits Darby with a muscle buster off the middle rope onto a already stripped ring that Darby stripped himself. He came out wearing like a hoodie with thumbtacks on it. Yeah, whatever. So Joe wins. Joe wins. He's back again. TNT champion and Ring of Honor television champion. He's the king of television right now, and we get a returning Wardlow. So remember, I think last week you were saying that, hey, Wardlow's going to win the ROH television title off of Joe. I remember you saying that last week. So it looks like they used Darby Allin as a placeholder for that TNT championship. He's actually going to win back the TNT championship from Joe.
I'm just giving you the bump B face right now.
Yeah, I know. I know. Like, you just staring, you looking at me while I'm talking about all this, and I'm just like, I know. And then y'all just can't keep security away from Wardlow. Y'all just keep doing this same thing where he, instead of him having matches against people, he just keeps fighting off security and doing like the power bomb symphony shit. This shit is old. It's not working, bro. Y'all already killed him. Y'all killed Wardlow. So doing the fighting against security thing is not, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything, bro.
You got that man out there looking like a fucking fighter pilot, nigga.
I mean, for real, like, come on, dog. Like, stop it, man. He looked like fucking oh my gosh, what was that one character, bro? Remember that one dude, that one wrestler, like back in like in 05? He came from WCW.
Luther Reigns.
Not Luther Reigns, but he
Mark
was in
Mark Jindrak.
Not Mark Jindrak,
Damn.
but it's close.
Damn.
Very close. But oh my gosh. He came from WCW. He was a WCW tag team champion when he came over. And then they had him start doing motivational speaking shit.
Sean O'Haire.
He looked just like fucking Sean O'Haire with that goddamn suit on last week on Dynamite. That's exactly what the fuck Wardlow was looking like. Bruh, I don't know what y'all gonna do to rehab this shit, but y'all put yourselves in a hole right here, bro. Wardlow honestly should be MJF's like main rival right now.
They fucked that up.
But y'all fucked that all up. Y'all fucked it all up, bro. But whatever. That was Dynamite. I'm tired of criticizing this dumbass product every week. I just want y'all to like make it better. But y'all don't. Like, y'all don't. And then like I got like sometimes I have to pull my notes from certain reviews and shit like that. And this one person specifically, he always gives Dynamite a 9. And I'd be like, bro, stop. This is not 9 worthy. This is not even barely a 6. Oh, and then Britt Baker. Oh, and then to continue this turn with Britt Baker, she gets jumped by Saraya and Tony Storm. So this whole AEW Originals versus ex-WWE, like, man, can y'all get WWE dick out y'all mouths, bro? And then they totally written off Hikaru Shida out of this. They totally written her off. Because she's not ex-WWE. Anyway, yeah, we're done with Dynamite. Just fuck out of here. SmackDown. Not much to take away from SmackDown. Ricochet and Braun beat Imperium, so they are now the number 1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Interesting enough, Jay Uso was missing this week from SmackDown. Roman is like, yo, you got to find that man. SmackDown felt really quick this week.
It did. It breezed by so
yeah, fast. That shit breezed by fast. Like, I was like, wait a minute. Like, because, and I'll talk about that in a second, but He said, "Yo, you gotta like get in contact with him." He's like, he's not answering the phone. He's not responding to text messages. I don't know what's up with Jay. Roman's like, all right, like Roman's starting to really lose it, and he's just like, look, I'm going out there by myself. I'm about to address, the state of the bloodline, all this stuff. I'm going out there later. So they pretty much saved that for the end of the show. Charlotte defeated Sonya Deville with the figure 8 clean. They asked her a little bit about Rhea Ripley and everything. She kind of just was like, yeah, like Rhea's gonna be like Charlotte is a face. She is clearly like 100% a face. They also changed her music again. I don't know if you noticed it.
No, I missed that. So I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, that shit was like mad, like that shit had me. I was just laughing at it. Just kept like it's just like somebody was turning up the sound louder as her music was going. But yeah, they changed her music again. So it's kind of like almost how it was before, but like a few changes, but like some changes there. We get a real funny NASCAR segment with the Judgment Day and Rey Mysterio.
Finn's fit, dog. His fit, bro. His fit, man. Yeah, that man's fit is ridiculous, dog.
I just need him to get another Palm Angels jacket because he kind of been wearing the same Palm Angels jacket for a minute. It's like, Finn, like, all right, get another one. Like get another joint. But now he's added a bucket to this fit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's added a bucket hat to the fit. So and he's getting it over more than Jake Hager's stupid ass hat on AEW with the JAS. But yeah, it was real funny NASCAR segment. They had Dominic versus Ray racing on the track, even though we both know they probably were not driving those cars.
Hey, I'm gonna say some shit, man. And this is me because I've been following some NASCAR shit last year because I was placing bets on NASCAR.
Yeah.
Ross Chastain is like the heel of like one of the major heels of
NASCAR.
Of NASCAR right now. So when they put him together, when they put him with the Judgment Day, I'm like, that makes so much fucking sense. Yeah. That makes so much sense. He's actually a heel right now. That shit is hilarious.
Okay, so he's like Conor McGregor over there. Like people hate his ass.
Little young guy and shit, man. Him and Denny Hamlin got beef. Denny Hamlin wrecked his car and all that other shit, man.
Did they get into a scrap on the track?
Yeah, he got into a scrap on the track too. Denny Hamlin whooped his ass, but
But he's like, I'm still standing. Man, basically, like, yeah. So he's one of them you love to hate types. But
exactly.
they did this because
that motherfucker's good though. Ross Chastain is good. Yeah. He's good.
And they did this because again, we talk about partnerships and working with the networks that you work with. And NASCAR's opening season is next month, so that's why they did this segment. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the crowd, to get people pumped for NASCAR season.
And they also building towards Ray versus Dominic at WrestleMania.
And
that's just gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of outside things happen. They still haven't said like what happened to Ray, like why he didn't come out when his music hit and Dominic came out with his mask.
And then if you notice something too, the New Day was with Ray. So I think there you go right there. You might get the New Day and Ray versus Judgment Day.
Yeah,
so that might or I don't know.
And you want to know something else too, because this is also something that maybe I don't know though if they want to do this because it's silly and you kind of want to take Ray and Dominic a little serious when it comes to their WrestleMania match because they're talking about doing a cinnamon toast crunch match at WrestleMania. So that's why I was like, and right there when I heard that, I just saw the New Day all over that. So that's what I'm like, okay, if y'all do a cinnamon toast crunch match and you got the New Day and Rey Mysterio versus the Judgment Day, it's kind of silly. It's kind of silly as fuck to do that. But then again, you will have to insert Finn into that. But I think Finn is going to be going against Edge. So that kind of takes me out of the whole maybe New Day. And then I think Dominic and Ray is going to be a singles match. Like, you got to get some emotions going there. And you got to finally get Ray like taking his belt off and whooping Dominic's ass.
Ray better come to the ring with a strap, dog.
Yeah, with the strap, and his mom better take off her shoe and come in the ring and start whooping on Dominic. Put his ass on punishment for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like,
hey man, dog, that video you post when they were doing the Royal Rumble press conference and shit. Breeze. Breeze.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I like them together, dog. Priest and Dominic, that shit's hilarious. Man.
Yeah, it is. I do like them together.
The Street Profits, man, like fucking Dawkins pulled his car. Like,
oh what? Yeah, they was pressing them, dog. They was pressing. Dawkins came back there, was like, yeah. They was getting pressed back there. You saw how nervous Dom was getting.
Dawkins ain't no little nigga, dog.
Right.
So,
like, they pulled up on him like, is that you, Betha? Like,
I hear Priest.
Yeah, you can tell how much fun they're all having. Like Austin Theory was in the background too. It was like, oh shit. Like, yeah, they was having a lot of fun with it.
Oh my god, when he got started, the way he yelled, he like Priest.
Yeah, he was like really calling off like, I'm scared, bro. They about to corner me, man. It's like, yeah, you in jail now. Like but yeah, we also get the Viking Raiders defeating the Brawling Brutes, but at the end, Drew and Sheamus pull up and put the beats on them.
I just need Drew to wear the same fit as Sheamus, dog. I need him to complete the cipher on this one, dog. I need to...
they're saying that actually they're saying Drew and Sheamus is in line to have a huge WrestleMania thing going on. So I don't know what that is.
What I'm hearing, Drew, Sheamus, and Gunther 3-way for the IC title.
Yeah, I can see that too. But also
I need all the violence in that match.
But if that happens, I think that happens only if Brock Bobby doesn't happen at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I mean, if it does happen at WrestleMania, I'm sorry. But Brock Bobby 3, because I don't know if you've been paying attention to Gunther's like timeline, bro. He been posting like crazy about Brock.
Man,
like he wants Brock. He wants that Brock match.
I want to see that match live too, man.
I do. I want to see that shit too. I really want to see that.
That's gonna be a fucking violent ass
that's
match.
Gonna be violent and brutal. And yeah, and then I forgot to talk about Brock. Brock actually has backstage heat right now.
Yeah, because he do all that shit.
Because of that, I think he overdid it when he got eliminated from the Royal Rumble by Bobby. The steel steps into the announce table. They said he kind of fucked up production's plans for that night doing that. They was like, what the fuck? They didn't, honestly, the announce team didn't have any idea even how to react to him during the time. But when the fuck does Brock doesn't have heat in the backstage? Like literally, when does he not?
And he's still Teflon no matter what.
And still Teflon because he's Brock Lesnar.
Because he's a fucking draw. He's a fucking draw.
So yeah, that's happening there. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it is what it is. But yeah, Gunther wants Brock. So I don't know. I don't know what we're doing there. I'll tell you this: you do Gunther Brock at WrestleMania, it's gonna be the greatest WrestleMania of all time. And shout out to Gunther for breaking the Royal Rumble record. He was in that bitch for 1 hour and 11 minutes, I believe. Like he broke Rey Mysterio's record.
Number 2. He was. I think he was number 2 or number 1. He was whatever he was. I think he was number 1.
Gunther number 1 was. Was it Gunther? Yeah, he was number 1. He was number 1 because he went number 1 all the way to the end. Yeah, he was number 1.
And Sheamus was number 2.
And Sheamus was 2. Yeah. The Royal Rumble was a real big man Royal Rumble though. It was real big meaty man Rumble for sure. And also the fatal 4-way match. Natalya, she wins. She defeats Shayna Baszler, Zelina, and Shotzi. I mean, none of us really wanted to see Natalya win this shit, but
hometown
elimination chambers taking place in Montreal, so
Canada.
Yeah,
so
that's why Natalya won. So she's back. She's going to be in the women's elimination chamber. So one spot left, and we're going to see who that's going to be. I mean, I told y'all who my prediction probably was. That was Naomi. So that is that for this week in wrestling.
Did we talk about Sammy and Roman?
Oh shit, that is not it. We have to talk about what happened when it's like I said, SmackDown was a blur. So I mean that is the end of this week in wrestling. So but we can talk about this right now. So Roman comes out finally. And like I said, I didn't even know it was like 9:50 at the time. Like for real. So Roman comes out, he's talking. One thing we forgot to mention earlier is how what happened at Royal Rumble, how now we have reeled the audience back into hating Roman again, which is great because it was a little worrisome because Roman has been getting cheered for like the last year and a half.
Yeah.
And really he still kind of is, but literally they was out there screaming, "Fuck you, Roman," at the end. I was like, yes. Yes. Yes.
That's all I needed.
That's all we needed we needed them to hate him again. He gave them a greater reason to hate him again by doing what he did to Sammy. And he came out to booze this week. He came out to booze and he's addressing the whole thing. And then a hooded figure comes from behind and starts putting the beats on Roman. And it is Sami Zayn, and the crowd went nuclear. And Sammy actually did one of the cleanest spears. Like, bruh, nigga. Dog, he speared the fuck out of Roman. Speared Roman. And then Roman ends up leaving. And then Sammy just like the acting. Roman! Like screaming at the top of his lungs. He said, I want it. I want you at the Elimination Chamber for the the Undisputed Universal Championship. And it's on. And then he gets rushed.
Jimmy with that super kick, dog.
Jimmy with the super kick, Solo. They putting the beats down on him, whooping his ass and everything. Then you just see Roman smiling. He just like, there's my boys. And he's walking back to the ring. And then they just putting the beats down on him and everything. They put him in the corner. They line him up for the concerto, the Solo concerto special. And then Roman stopped Solo. He said, "Hold on, wait, stop." He said, "I got this." He takes the chair off of Sammy's neck, and then he grabs Sammy by the face and he said, "All right, motherfucker, you got your match." He said, "But you gonna do this one thing for me." And he said, "You gonna show up and you gonna help me try to find out what the fuck is going on with my family. And I'm gonna beat the shit out of you like I never beaten your ass before.
In front of your wife, in front of your wife,
in front of your family, in front of your kids." He said, "I'm gonna beat the dog shit out you. And I'm gonna embarrass you in front of your whole family, just like you embarrass me in front of mine." And
man, that boy Roman, dog.
Roman is acting, bro. That's different, bro. Like that's like we not used to that, bro. We used to like Solo just doing the chair thing, and then they just like boo, and then Roman lifting up the titles, and then it goes off. That Roman stopping Solo, I said, "Hold on, bro. Wait, hold on. Wait, where we at? Like, what's going on?" He said, "Nah, stop." That was some real gangster shit right there, bro.
Let me. No, it just about as gangster when Roman was sitting in in the cage for the
at War Games.
Yeah, when he stopped Jimmy for going in, he
stopped
like,
Jimmy, and then he pointed.
Like, no, you go in.
Like he said, "Sammy, you go."
Like this nigga's in penitentiary, running the whole jail cell and shit, dog.
Yeah, he shot calling like shit, bro. Like he's real shot calling, bro. Like. Man, this is crazy, man. This is, oh my gosh, this is really crazy. It's really wild what we about to witness here. And then I feel like I don't know if you let's see, Elimination Chambers in 2 weeks, less than.
Yep. So
maybe you keep Jay off TV another week, and maybe he shows up the Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you keep Jake. Well, he has to come back because they defending the titles next week on SmackDown.
Right.
So Jay has to come back before. So I don't really know. I don't know what we doing here. But yeah, it's gonna be real interesting. Let's get in. Oh, and then he also mentioned Cody Rhodes by name. He did. He said, you know, I want to talk about something important. Actually, I want to talk about somebody who actually deserves being in the ring with me, and that's Cody Rhodes. I mean, he won the Royal Rumble. So again, we're seeing Cody and Roman put each other over. We're seeing that they putting each other over because this is a big fight. This is a big main event for WrestleMania. This is wrestling has more than one royal family type thing going on here.
Yep.
This is the Rhodes versus the Anoa'i.
I know. You know what I'm saying?
Anoa'i. Yeah. So like, come on, man. This is it's a good time, man. This is great times.
Big time. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that was this week. Finally. So match of the week.
What you got? Because I don't even know. I got it in my head.
Honestly, I mean, I hate to like say this, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I got the men's Royal Rumble match. Actually, I got two: the men's Royal Rumble and the women's Royal Rumble. Those are my matches. I mean, they're gimmick matches, but they're still matches. So like, those are my matches of the week.
I'll go with those two, but my honorable mention is Von Wagner versus Dijak. That was a really good match.
All right, for sure. And that is our matches of the week. CDL. Who needs to get their CDL? Who needs to go get a job? Who needs to just get the fuck up out of here? Who needs to go to electrician school, or who needs to go to computer school? Who needs to go to ITT Tech? Like, what's happening?
When you can drive a truck, you got a job, my friend. Diesel Driving Academy will teach you all you need to know. Call 1-800-551-8900. Diesel Driving Academy.
AEW booking.
AEW booking. I cannot disagree with there. I can't. It's a clown show over there right now, bro. You want to know something?
What's up?
This is something that I've been meaning to mention to you. Like I've been watching a lot of Raw 1997. You know that booking and AEW's booking is not that far apart.
Yes, it's the same.
Like it's that amount of dysfunction and confusion and like people saying a lot of like just over talking and miscues and all that. It reminds like it. I'm literally sitting there watching Raw 97, and I'm like, bro, it's like I'm watching AEW. I see exactly why they were losing to WCW.
Yeah, booking was fucking terrible.
I see it like right there. I'm like, dog, I see exactly why they were losing, like why they were getting smoked by WCW. Like it's clear as day. And like, oh my God, not to mention like how much they were just bringing up WCW, like Cornette. Like, bruh, like it, like, and we're gonna talk about it when we get back to Raw 97, when we get to volume 2. Like, wow. But yeah, that's our CDL watches of the week. Yeah. Go get a job.
Get a fucking job.
So that's that for this week. What we got coming up, more episode. We are getting closer and closer to episode 20. Wow.
Might have a very interesting guest for you all.
Yeah, we got some things coming, bro. We got some things lined up for y'all, man, that y'all not gonna believe. Y'all gonna like really be like, damn, like they really fucking doing it. They really doing their thing, man. Like, and we appreciate all of you, of course, for constantly pulling up, constantly giving us our flowers every week and listening and tuning in and enjoying us. And we thank you. Can't thank you enough. But we are almost there. Episode 20. It's coming. More guests. They're coming.
We're going to have a nice little announcement on the 20th, too. Something to do with WrestleMania weekend. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tune in for that.
Be tuned in. Bigger and better things are on the way. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. We out of here. Peace. This is Midcarders and Catering Podcast, a weekly podcast focused on pro wrestling and hosted by AJ and Ant.P. Follow us on Twitter at MidcardersDET. Midcarders and Catering Podcast is powered by the MKU